What's up guys, Lou here, back with another video, and today it is a special product that does more than one thing. This is the Piper Envy, and it looks at first like a camera, kind of like a webcam or something, but it's actually an entire security system in a box. It has a built-in motion sensor, traditional motion sensor, a wide-angle lens that can see in both day and night, and it also integrates with other home automation. Now you can control this entire thing from your smartphone, either on iOS or Android, and it even has a siren, 105 decibel siren built into it. So if anybody is on your premises in your house and you don't want them to be there, the siren is definitely a great way to let them know. It's also got a microphone and speaker, so there is two-way communication if you want to talk to your kids, pets. Some people, yes, like to talk to their pets, and their pets feel more comfortable that way. Moving around the box, you can see some of the features highlighted here. So it is a panoramic HD video, night vision, as I mentioned before. The back offers up a little bit more detail. You can see here that you can get notifications, you can watch live and recorded video all from your smartphone. You can also remotely control lights and appliances by pairing some accessories with this Piper Envy. It uses the Z-Wave automation controller to interface with some of those other smart accessories like door sensors, window sensors. Now the camera has an incredibly wide field of view. It's also got ambient light, temperature, and humidity sensors, the motion sensor that I talked about earlier. Let's go ahead and open up the box and take a closer look at the device. Cool packaging here. Oh, wow. Wow. So there it is. Very cool looking. Has a nice metallic stand here, and it is optionally wall mounted, as I mentioned before. You can see the super wide angle camera lens in this location, a couple of LEDs, and then a motion detector. Now this motion sensor can be configured to activate the camera on motion, so it's recording when you want it to, and then you're only seeing updates when something's going down. Oh, that's easy. So we have a quick start guide here. Tells you how to get it set up, 3 steps, and you're good to go. Little sticker. Our batteries included. I love it when manufacturers include batteries so you don't have to go searching for them. I've said it before and I'll say it again. And then you have your power adapter. Pretty simple stuff, everything you need to get started in the box. So as mentioned, setting it up is pretty straightforward. You remove the stand first, followed by this little back plate. 1, 2, 3, bingo. So there we go, we have power now. You can see the LED is lit up, and I am going to now download the application.
Piper is ready.
Whoa, did you hear that? Piper's ready. I like Piper's voice. Did you hear that with the accent? You can search for Piper in the App Store and it'll come up as the top hit. So I'm gonna install this. Yeah, that lens is super wide, almost like a fisheye. Now, I will go ahead and create an account. That's the first step. Name Piper. We can have our own name for Piper. How about Jack? What do you think, Jack? Okay, so now I have the app loaded up, and you can see this is called the dashboard. Gives you quick and easy access to the various functions of your Piper. And most of the UI takes place on the bottom here, where you can switch between dashboard, vitals, live video, controls, and then rules. So moving over to vitals, this is a cool layout for distinguishing when things that might be unusual are going on within your space. You can see temperature as well as moisture, bright versus dark. You have sound, where it can tell you if it's been loud versus silent. And then of course, the motion. There's a little human there, which would signify somebody being in your space, so busy versus still, and when it happened within the last 48 hours. So here's a quick look at the live video feed from the Piper, which is facing out into the studio. And one thing to mention before we talk more about this, they're giving away a free one. There's a link in the description if you want your shot at winning your very own Piper. So what's interesting here is that the angle of view is so wide, 180 degrees to be exact. But if you want, you can turn this into 4 separate viewpoints, focusing in on different portions within the room. Could be the couch in this angle here, or the chair as it is in this portion over here. And then you can go super wide in another section. So you almost end up with 4 different cameras in one, or at least effectively you get 4 specific viewpoints so you can zoom in on different portions of the room, zoom and pan. And then rules, this is the cool part. So what happens here is you have a ton of control over how you interact with your Piper. You can have it send you a notification if motion is detected, if a loud sound is detected, or if the temperature changes. You can set those up for various profiles. Here are the rules for stay mode, rules for away mode, rules for vacation mode that you can set up. Then lastly, we have the rules for notify only mode, which will send you a notification regardless when it comes to motion, sound, same kind of stuff. Let's go in and select one of these modes. Let's say I go with if motion is detected when I'm in stay mode. I can record video every time motion is detected. I can get a notification, push message, a phone call, email, or a text. That's very cool. Notify a trusted circle. And then lastly, we have sound siren. And unlike having a super long video feed, you're gonna have snippets of just highlights. So you know that something's going on and it's worth watching instead of looking at dead space when you have it set to away or vacation mode or whatever that might be. Now, one more thing to mention about the Piper is it'll store your video clips in the cloud, up to 1,000 in fact, and there's no monthly fee for doing so, unlike some other products that are on the market. So there you have it, a cool little security system in a box with a ton of sensors packed into a tiny little package. Not only do you have a camera here, which is wide angle and easy to monitor, it'll also record clips, but you also have this traditional motion sensor and a bunch of other sensors as well. And maybe my favorite feature, the siren. There's nothing like that piercing sound to let a thief know that you see him, that you know he's there, and it's time for him to leave without all of your stuff. All right, guys, that wraps this up. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed this content, make sure to leave a like down below. Also, I'll leave a link in the description to this device so you can check it out for yourself if you want to look at the specs, pricing, availability, etc. Thanks again. Later, guys.